So then this recording will be available within our help center later on. So if you or anybody on your team would like to watch this, by all means, please hop over there. Probably by next week, we should have that available. Okay. So, the first thing that maybe you have noticed over the past few weeks that we're going to cover is the advanced search options that are now on our maps. So we are just going to pop into the plat map here. And this is available on multiple different maps in the platform. So the goal of this and the idea of this feature is to streamline the search functionality as well as provide additional search functions. So if we're on the plat map, if we come over here and click on advanced search, you have location, parcel ID, and owner name. Now, currently, location is going to populate with any area that you have set as your default location. So if you go into your account settings, on that first page under my account, you are able to set that default location. And as you can see on my map here, it's highlighted with those default locations. I also have this additional functionality where I can select a township within one of these counties and a section, and it's going to zoom right into that section there. And if I'm just going to turn off owner name to make this a little less noisy, I can see the section, township, range numbers there. So if you're somebody who enjoys searching by the section, township, range, or if that's all the information that you have versus like a parcel ID or an owner name, you're now able to search via section, township, range a little bit easier than you were previously through applying it on the map tools here. This is also going to be really helpful for a feature that is coming out called the deed mapper. So if you are some like an appraiser and plot parcels using a deed and locating that starting point, this will be really helpful for that. Currently, if you wanted to search by the parcel ID or owner name over here, you do still have to enter a location up here on the left. We are actively working on improving this and making these two search features talk to each other. So if your default location is pulled in over here, that could be used as a as your search if you're searching by your parcel ID or owner name. But currently you do still have to enter something in over here. But know that we are working on adding that as an additional feature to where those will talk to each other. All right. Along with that advanced functionality, for any of the users on the webinar today that are using one of our pro subscriptions and the client intelligence map, I'm going to hop in here to our operator data map. You probably remember up at the top here, you used to be able to click down and say search by and say like grower, owner. You had different options up here. And now they're over here on the left. So if I click on advanced search, I now have that over here, or not, I said left, on the right. But if I wanted to search by operator information, previously I just had like a name search. Now I have these additional filters. So if I wanted to filter by acreage owned for an operator or search by certain, look for operators who operate a minimum or a maximum number of acres, I have additional filtering capabilities up here to the right. So while it's not up here anymore, you have been provided with additional filtering capabilities to help you kind of hone in on those operators a little bit more and provide you with a little bit more capability off here to the right. So any questions so far? All right. All right, so the next feature that I want to just highlight real quick is up here at the top under Browse. and farms for sale, we have auction data now available. So we have a team that is working on inputting auction data that is available to you to use and review, throughout the Midwest and throughout the US. So again, whatever you put in as your default location, the map is going to kind of zoom into that area. So I'm just going to zoom out so we get a larger view of that. So you're going to notice different flag colors on the map here. So we've kind of got this darker blue, we've got this light teal here, and then this nice bright cornflower blue here. So those all mean different things. So this darker teal here is going to mean this is a auction that has taken place in the past. The date has, the auction is over. This lighter teal is an auction in the future. And then this lighter blue, or this really bright blue here, means there is a start and end date to the auction, and we are actively within that time frame. So what does all of this mean? Like, what are the use cases for this information? Well, if you're a financial institution and you're looking for upcoming auctions, or, possibly to share information with a client about an upcoming auction, for either like loan information or whatever products you are offering potential customers, you might want to share that information with them. And also like, hey, we could help you out in this way. These are our products that we're offering and how we could help you acquire this land. And if that's not something that is appealing to you, perhaps we can help you in a different way. If you're a broker, and this is a piece of land that has or an auction that has closed very recently, and you wanted to use that as a comparable property. So what you could do, and I found one that I want to use up here, I think. Yeah, so real quick, so we can use our advanced search here, and I'm going to say, show me auctions that have taken place in the past. So I'm able to, again, search for or set an auction search date. I could do an acreage range. So show me auctions that are within a certain, that are greater than or less than a certain acreage. If I expand my map a little bit, what I want to show everybody is if an auction has recently closed and you wanted to use that auction as a comparable sale, and you wanted to use it prior to that auction data being published, you could copy and paste that auction data and use that sale data in your account. So what we want to show here is, I'm just going to click on one of these here. Because if we click into any one of these sales here, not sure why my computer's not cooperating with me right now. I'm going to do a quick refresh on this. But I can click into any one of these auctions. And there we go. I can click into any one of these auctions. Or this was an upcoming one. I want a past one. Sorry about that. So there we go. I'm going to click there. I can click into any one of these past auctions. And if I wanted to use this as a comparable sale, I can click into the auction and click on options here and copy sale to my account. Now, let's say this particular auction is 2 tracts, and let's say it's sold in 2 tracts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click copy sale to my account. And then I'm going to click copy sale to my account again. Because what this is going to let me do is if I come back here to the home page, I'll be able to see where down here, both of those farms that I just copied, and I could then make edits to that information. Actually, if we come here to the farms, I could make edits to those auctions and get rid of one tract in one and the other tract in the other, and add in my sales data. So if I come back, farms for sale, I find the auction that I want to copy, and I just copy that information in there. And the reason I would do this right now instead of waiting is, sometimes it takes some time for that information to be published with the county, and for our friends over at Land Sales Bulletin to get that information and for us to be able to publish that as well. So again, if it's something that took place very recently and you attended that auction, you can copy that sales data to your account, like edit farm sale, and then just start making your edits and add in that auction information, that sales information that maybe you're aware of. So maybe it closed on when did that end. So I'm going to change that to sold. And then I'm going to enter in what was the sale price, what date did it sell, and then I could click Save Farm Sale, and I can start using this auction data as a comparable sale for my own organization. And I do also want to mention that in terms of Land Sales Bulletin data, if you are using that data, that Ohio is now available. So if you are operating in Ohio and want to begin subscribing to Ohio Land Sales Bulletin data, to just reach out and we'll make sure that you get that turned on for your account. Any questions? All right, and then the last thing I want to point out is if you are using the platform to manage your land or your farms, if you come in, if we are within our leases, we come into an active lease and you're recording activities, a new activity type that you can record is income. So if you are tracking like income produced on a farm, you're able to enter in the income amount as well as the type of income. If it was a government payment, you can even use this for, however you want to use this, you can, but I do believe you have to have a lease or some kind of agreement attached to a farm in order for you to record some kind of activity with it. But you are able to track income and keep track of that, the income produced by a specific farm. And then in terms of other data, we have begun to, we have processed mortgage data for anybody who is using our pro subscriptions and subscribing to the mortgage data that is available for California, Colorado, Nevada, New Mexico, Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Iowa, and Nebraska. We have ingested ATTOM Data Mortgage that has always been available via CoreLogic, but we have also begun to ingest ATTOM Data Mortgage as well. And that is for our client intelligence subscribers who are using that mortgage data. So, any questions? All right, well, that is everything that we have released this past April. If there are any other questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to us or to reach out to either myself or Tim Woods, the other account manager, and just let us know if there's anything you wanted to cover more in depth. But we appreciate everybody attending, and we look forward to seeing you again next month.